Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's 8 o'clock, and look who's here. Look who's here.
Just
it's
us.
Yes,
we're here
Good
again.
morning, you two. We arrived at the same time this morning.
We did.
We made it in the, I was going to say the wind and the rain. It wasn't actually raining.
It wasn't too bad,
It was
was it?
very
It wasn't
windy.
too bad.
Now then, hopefully everybody at home is staying in to watch because
Yeah.
we've got a cracking hour ahead.
Yep, lovely things.
And I did check as well. You're raring to go, aren't you, both
We
of
are.
you?
Yep.
You certainly
Ready.
are. Now, I would be shopping ahead this hour as well because I think it's going to be a busy one. It's been busy before we even went live. Now, I'm going to say good morning again to Pat because, of course, Pat, you're going to be demonstrating for us. So
I am.
I'm going to let you go off and get ready for that.
Okey-doke.
And Mark's going
See you
to
in a bit.
accompany me down the counter, of course. And you're going to tell us all about a table runner,
I
first
am.
of all.
First of all is the Bear's Paw table runner. It's just
Okay.
over there.
It's just behind me, actually. I don't know. We're going to grab that off
Yes,
the wall.
shall I
Shall we
grab it?
get? Let's
Yeah,
get it off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that came off easily. I
It was
wasn't quite
easy.
sure it was
Well,
fastened up there.
No, it was prepared earlier. One I prepared earlier, as they say.
Now I can see why it's called the Bear's Paw now.
It's the block there. Obviously, that's the block. But you've
Yeah.
got the 4 paws, obviously, for each block.
Beautiful. Now this is really lovely, Matt, and I've got to say this is the sort of fabric that's appealing to me straight away with the colours in there. I love the fabric around the border as well. Now tell us about this.
This
as
is
well, 'cause there's some nice
folded
detail.
border. Gives it a little bit of depth. Rather than just have flat borders, you've got a little border, a little folded border that you can see just moving up and down. Yeah.
I love how that crosses over that corner as well.
Just
You've
again,
got that
something different.
overlap.
Yeah.
Now that really does add to the interest
Yeah.
of it, doesn't it?
Uh,
What a lovely project.
And as with all our kits, all of it comes pre-cut.
Perfect. Yes, if you haven't seen Totally Patched before, this is what they're known for. All pre-cut for you when everything arrives. I'm just going to pick this this box up, so you can see a lovely box, everything pre-cut in there when it arrives. You can see the items that you're getting within that box right in front of us here. So really then, Mark, you're getting everything you need because, of course,
Yeah.
you've got the full instructions, you've got the wadding in there,
Get
you've
the
got
backing.
the backing in there, you've got those pre-cut pieces to create the blocks as well. So all you really need is your sewing machine and your thread.
And the time.
And the time.
Yeah.
Time. Now we're busy for this already. Now look at this, we've got a flexi buy option as well. 2 payments of £20. Item number 715252. That's the item number that you need for this particular one. And already nearly 20% of the stock has gone. Did say it was going to be a busy show, this one, so you do need to be shopping ahead. Now, if you like that, I think you're going to like the next item as well because the collars are very similar, aren't they? You've got your 12 by 12 scrappy little matty. I love the name of that.
It does what it says on the tin, as they say.
Oh, I love it.
It looks like a little scrappy mat that's thrown together. It's very quick, very effective, and we've got a couple of these in our house that are just ideal for putting on little coffee tables or in the middle of a dining room table or a table where you can put a jar of vase of flowers or whatever you want to put on them.
Oh, yes, the fruit bowl would work very well in there. That's an idea from the gallery, would you
oh, yes.
believe? Not one of my
Healthy-
good
healthy
ideas.
option, you
that
see.
was Chris's. Now, you get wadding in there, but I suppose you could use a heat-resistant wadding as
Yes,
well.
yep.
You wanted to put your pots and
Yes,
pans
definitely
on
a good
there.
idea, that one.
And heat
Yeah.
on there as well. Really lovely. I can see these on dressing tables as
Yes,
well.
yeah. Put a little bowl of potpourri or
Yeah.
whatever you put on the dressing tables and things like that, yeah.
Yeah, lovely little hall table. Put your change on there, your keys as you come in as well, to save marking the table.
Was that from the gallery as well?
No, it was
your
mine,
idea?
that
Oh,
one.
good.
That was mine.
That was your idea. That's a good one as well.
Oh,
I like that, yes. Keys, everybody's got a little bowl where they
I
keep their
think I
keys.
got the better
The
idea
keys
with the
and
reaction
change.
from Mark
Keys
there.
and change are great. Put that underneath, yep.
No, that, do you know, all ideas are good ideas. They certainly are. 357685 is the item number, £10.99. Lovely little kit, that one. Everything pre-cut again for you as well. Now, I like the next item as well because we've got the strips for you. I think these are going to be busy. Now, what you've got here are 5-inch strip fabric packs. You're getting 10 designs in total, and you do have options here. Now, we had a sneaky peek at these in Good Morning Hochanda, and we saw a couple in there, didn't we, Mark?
We saw the Stars and Harmony, or that one, and the Hannah. They're from a range of fabric that we've made 2 quilts in.
Yeah.
And we've got these ranges of fabrics as well. These have been on before, but these 2 are the 2 new ones we've just launched today.
Oh, lovely. Now then, I think what we might do then, you can see the beautiful designs here, but maybe if we go to the 2 we've not seen before and have a closer look at these as well. So imagine you're getting 5-inch strips in each pack, whichever option you're going for. So double the width of your normal strips,
jelly roll,
isn't
yeah.
it? Your jelly roll strips. Look at these, absolutely beautiful. So it depends on the theme that you want to go with, the kind of colours that you want to go with. This is quite gentle in colour. You've got some beautiful designs in here.
All 100% cotton is all we ever use.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it really does open up the options because you've got the 5 inches in the width of each strip there. Then,
Yes,
Mark.
exactly, yeah.
Now, I think, have we got samples? We have got a sample at the back. I'm just going to show you this one. Is this the one that...
This is the one that we've got the sample made in.
This one
Yes,
here, right.
yeah.
But the one that I'm looking at here is another
It's
new one.
New one called Hannah, yes.
So we'll have a flick through this and then we'll have a look at this gorgeous quilt behind us.
The one you've got there is the one we've got the latest block of the month, the block set each month made up in.
I like this. I love the blues in here and the greens. Isn't that gorgeous? This is Hannah, by the way, another new today for you. Just beautiful, but you've got lots of different options, but let's have a look at this sample, Mark. So what's the name of the option that
This
you
is
would
country.
require for this? Country.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm
there you
dropping
go,
it on the
got
floor.
And to make this size, you need 2.
Right, okay. So you can buy multiples, of course, and at a great price of $18.49. Only 2 sets to
2
make
sets
that.
makes this, yes.
And then you'd want your backing fabric, obviously.
Backing and wadding.
Wow,
yes.
that is an incredible price
Lovely
to create
warm
a quilt this
fabric,
size.
warmth to a sofa or to anywhere where
I
you
love
put this
that.
in. Yeah.
I would keep that on my sofa, I think, and snuggle under
Yeah,
that at night,
definitely.
you know, when I'm watching TV.
On
with
your
the
favourite
dogs.
chair or something as well.
Yes, beautiful. So £36.98, that's all it costs if you wanted to go for 2 to make a quilt that size. Obviously, you do need your backing, but that really is great value.
Yeah. And you do
Lovely.
get a set of instructions how to make the one we've just shown you.
Do you?
Yes.
Even better, even better. So the instructions included as well. 633301 is the item number. You've got lots of options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different options to find on the website, of course, there, including the new ones that we've got today. Now, what about? There's no place like home, is there? There's
Never.
no place like home. I feel like I need to click my feet together now, but I haven't got red shoes on. Now, this has been very, very busy already. In fact, you were buying ahead of the show. In fact, over a third of the stock has gone. Over a third of the stock has gone. Now, I'm just querying this because, Mark, what have we got on the screen?
Block set 8, which is this one, for No Place Like Home. And this is the rectangle quilt, the 3-colour rectangle quilt.
Okay, we were showing...
Yeah.
We weren't showing No Place Like Home. We were showing something else. They didn't match. That's why I queried it. But we are going to show you, first of all, this item.
Go back again.
Which is the 3-colour rectangle. There we go. I can save clicking my feet a little bit longer. You've got the quilt kit here, 59 inches by 64 inches. It's pre-cut again. Now, this is interesting, Mark, because we have got the 3-colour rectangle, but also you've got options here as well, haven't you?
Yeah. The actual quilt that is hung is the one here. You've got the 3 colours in the box for that actual kit. If you only wanted to do it in one colour, we've got those options as well.
Right,
so you've got the red, the black and the blue.
I see. Now we have got a sample behind us as well, so we can see the 3 colours together. So there's your 3-colour rectangle quilt kit. It's a huge size, it really is, 59 inches by 64, pre-cut as well. Of course, you're getting the full instructions to do that as well, 793160. But if you did want those as full colour, so if you wanted all 3 panels to be in red, all 3 in blue, all 3 in black, then look at the details at the bottom of the screen and you can go for those options there. $73.99 is the price for that at the bottom of the screen. The 3-panel one, you can see we've got a flexi buy on it as well, 2 payments of £37 for that item number 793160. Now we can go.
Now you can click your feet.
No place like home.
Click your heels now.
I love this, love this. I love the colours again in here. Now, what have we got here then, Mark? Tell us about this
what
one.
we've got on this one here is blocks at 8 of 11. So you get in there, you get the stars, which are those there. If you can hold that one up. You get...
This has been so busy already.
The hexagon.
Oh, I do like that. Oh, look.
So you get all these little squares cut ready for you. And then you get the pinwheels.
This
so
is
all
wonderful.
of that is in blocks at 8.
Absolutely wonderful. No wonder we've been busy on this one. I think many of you are collecting these, aren't you? But if you've seen this for the first time, you can still go for it as well. The price is $19.99 for the No Place Like Home Set number 8 there. Of course, you've got the instructions for each of those blocks as well. Everything pre-cut again. Item number 025183. I would be quick on those because it is busy. Now, if you want to go for the whole kit, if you want to catch up, because that is set number 8, you can do. You can find everything, of course. We'll bring the details up. On the website, you'll find everything. Now, I can tell you, if you're looking at this, as you've seen it there on the screen now, no place like home, the full quilt kit, which in total measures 70 inches by 70 inches when it's all put together. This is now limited to this month now, what's available, the stock that we've got left. Limited stock, so you need to be quick on this one. You have got a flexi buy of 3 payments on this one. Everything arrives in that beautiful box as well. £73.33 per payment, so this would be shipped out after the first payment. You'd pay the postage and packaging, if it applies of course on that one. 385884 is the item number. It's been very busy, as you can see, and as I say, limited stock. Let's have a look at what you can make. It's right behind us here. I absolutely adore this. I really, really love this. Isn't it fabulous? And Mark is just
trying to keep out of the way. As normal.
It is stunning though, isn't it? It really is.
It's a lovely quilt.
Yeah.
And British designed by ourselves.
Of course, of course. I wonder if while you were designing that, you sat with your cup of tea and your mug as well.
Very nice link.
Yeah. Cup of coffee.
These are very, very popular. I haven't got mine yet. I'm going to have to go and get one. I keep saying I'm going to go and get one. I still haven't got one. I wouldn't use it for tea though. I'd be scared of cracking it and dropping it and
we use it all the time.
Look, there's Shana with her mug. There's Ben. Oh, there's Jimmy. Jimmy looks like he's done something to his. Oh, look, Dougie's there as well. Oh, and Ross dunking his biscuits.
And there's only one left?
Yes, that's the one that we had left in stock, and they were all going for it at the same time. There we are. So £16.49 is the price. Really good quality these as well.
They are, yeah.
They are. You see, I would make a pin cushion to sit in there.
Lovely, yeah.
And pop my pins in and keep it in my sewing room if I've got one.
Nice gift for somebody as well.
Got one.
Great gift.
Yeah.
Great gift. 699230. Now, of course, we don't want to leave Pat out. We need to see some demonstrations.
We'll bring it back in now, shall we?
We'll let Pat come back in now. So what are we going to see then, Pat?
We're going to talk about block set 8.
Wonderful.
Nice, quite simple, small projects, so you can get them out, put them away. They're not, it's not too complex this month. So as normal, and you said you can buy the whole kit, but you can also go and buy the others, 1 to 7, 1 to 8. They're all on the website, so you can start at 1 if you want to. They'll be around for
a long
while, yes. Yeah. So we've got our 16 stars block, which is actually the same block that's in the
little scrappy,
lovely little
scrappy mat.
Little scrappy mat.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. I try and link them so that you've got a bit of project that that you can link to another project. But continuity. Yes, we really do use those mats as a bit scruffy compared to that one, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
We do. They're just there. Not just out they come. So we've got that's an applique stars. We've got our pinwheels and we've got our hexagon heart. Now that, as you saw, is in a heart shape. All you need to do, I'm going to cover a hexagon in case anybody doesn't know about covering hexagons. But what you want to do when you do it is just look at the picture once you've covered them and place them out. They're not in the same colour or anything, but just in the same shape to give you your heart shape. Place them out in front of you and then start joining them together. Then, because when I started it the first time, the heart, I actually did it completely wrong. And Mark had to sort it out.
It wasn't the shape it was meant to be. We'll just say that.
Yeah. So there's pictures of how to lay it out. Just follow the shape as you go round.
Okay.
Also, picture here of the covering of the hexagon. We give you a square piece of fabric. We don't cut hexagon shapes because there's no need and they take longer.
Okay.
So I'll whip through the hexagon first because that's really fast.
Well, I can tell you we are very busy on this. Almost 60% of the block set is now gone. We're very busy on the phone lines as well. If you go to the website, click is the easiest way to shop, of course. You can be shopping ahead of us. Obviously, you want to see the demonstrations as well, but that is the quickest and easiest way. If you are on the phone lines and you want to stay there, we will get to you, but we are very busy at the moment.
I went into the call centre last month.
Did you?
I was very excited, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
There's somewhere you don't go.
Yeah, we do.
I go there a lot.
Well, I've never
I
been
got there a
before.
lot to order.
They had
Oh, is that where you go? Yeah.
somebody had a question, didn't they?
Yeah, somebody had a question, and we were still here, so I went up and answered the question. I was really excited.
So if anybody's got questions or anything,
Yes,
fire
you
away.
email in studio@hochanda.com, of course, if you've got any questions to ask, if there's something you want to see, if there's something you want to show us as well. Maybe you've made kits from Totally Patched and you want to show us what you've been up to, then we'd certainly love to see those as well.
Right, I'm cutting out you get your paper templates. The important thing is to cut them on the line. Don't cut them outside or inside.
Okay.
You need them. The accuracy in this is English paper piecing, and you get your accuracy from the template that you start off with.
Okay.
Where's my bit of paper? There. So pop that in the middle-ish of the square we've given you, a needle and thread, and we just tack the paper and fabric together.
Okay.
Don't do too many stitches because you've got to get them out eventually. So what I usually do, I put one in, then I go to my next side, turn it over, and my next one holds that down. Turn it round, turn it over, because you think, oh, I better put a lot in, and you know, if you put like 4 stitches across here, that's, you know, you've got to get them all out at the end. So it's just to hold it in place.
That's a nice job to do while you're watching something on the TV as well.
That's what you do.
I
That's
love
exactly what Pat does.
Is it?
Yeah. And I also, when I've got projects, the bits that I can't bear to part with, the fabric at the end of a cut or something, then I'll make them up into hexagons. Got thousands and thousands. Yeah.
There's so much you can do with hexagons, though, isn't there?
Yes,
There really is.
There is, yeah. That, and you know, it's a traditional part of the craft. So I like to slip them in, like a quilt like this, where there's lots of different things. I like to slip them in so that, you know, we keep a bit of tradition, a bit of, you know, different stuff. So, and that's as simple as it gets. So you just cover all of your hexagons like that, and then you'll sew them together. When you sew them together, you put them right sides together and you just over sew.
Okay.
And again, in pictures, if you need instructions, going by picture form as well.
Of course.
So that's the first one.
I'm just going to hold up again the finished, well, it's not quite finished, is it, the block? But you can see the heart there, made of those hexagons. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful block. Part of set 8, of course. Just going to give you a reminder of the other 2 as well. This is the one the same as the design on the scrappy mat. Love it in the blues, I've got to say. Doesn't that look wonderful?
Look, it looks nice in any colour, really. You know, it's a nice
and
selection.
this is the pinwheel, isn't it?
Pinwheel, yeah.
Lovely. Gorgeous.
If you want to give me the hexagons that I've only pinned on, and I pinned them on for a reason rather than stitch them, so that I could just show you the stitch that you stitch them onto your background with. Okay. Because you don't want to see these stitches unless you want it to be a feature. Right, so you could machine them on and then they become a feature.
It'd make a lovely cushion.
But
it would make a beautiful cushion.
Lovely cushion.
But if you don't want to see you stitch, I'll just quickly do this, because I don't think I've done this before. So come up from your work, from the back. Where am I? Can you see me? There. Okay. You go down, you go into the back of the hexagon. So don't go like this. We're getting really close. Yeah, we're coming. So don't go through your hexagon like that so that your needle comes out on the top, right? You need to go in the back of the hexagon, slightly behind the fold, like that. Yeah. Then you go down exactly where you've come up. Don't move across. Down where you've come up, and you come up through the back. Can you? I'm looking at this. So is this okay on the camera?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
We can see it very well. So what sort of distance would you suggest each stitch
I'd probably have about 4 stitches on each edge.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so not too many, just enough to keep it in place.
Yeah. Would you practice that a bit, rather than try and get it maybe too tucked?
Tucked?
Puckered, or whatever you want, whatever they want to call it.
There'll be
just, that's why I said we'd have maybe a practice.
You could.
Yeah.
But, you know, once you've done one, you can undo it easily. So you just... And then this is called an invisible applique stitch. So if you're applying anything to a background, this is the sort of stitch you use. So you just go up, like so, and then you keep going round the outside and the inside, and then they're all in place.
Now, would you suggest, Pat, always catching the corners in?
Yes, always catch the corners.
There.
And what I haven't done here, which I meant to say, give it a good press and take your papers out before you stitch it onto here. Okay? That's all.
Right,
but
lovely.
It's so relaxing to do. I mean, I love it. I'm a bit crazy, but I love it.
So for someone that's never done the hexagons before, we've put the paper in, we've tacked them on the edges with a stitch each edge, got those ready to go. You've
joined them together.
Then you take your papers out and they're joined together before you put them onto your panel.
So like they'll be like this, and then they'll go over, and then you can see my little over stitches on there. Well, you can't see them.
Lovely.
That's a good thing. Over stitch, that joins it together. Then you give it a good press, take your tacking out, and then they'll keep into shape onto your background.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Perfect. So that's that. Oh, you can have it back if you want to. Right, we'll do a pinwheel now because I haven't done any machining yet, which is
unusual.
Where is my pinwheels? Have you got them?
Oh, they're hiding.
Hiding. Pinwheels, simple.
I think they've done pinwheels already, haven't they?
Have they?
I think so.
Have they?
Somewhere along the line. There's only 3 packets left, so they must have.
I don't know if they have.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think you have.
Maybe they have.
I don't
Maybe
think you have.
Someone let us know.
It wouldn't be a totally fat show without a little argument here.
No! Right, so this is what we're doing. Lovely stage by stage pictures, as you can see. There's 4 pinwheels in the block. You take a light and a dark. You draw a diagonal line across the light there, and you're going to stitch 1/4 inch either side of that line. Okay, so we've got our 1/4 inch marked with on our foot. I know where my 1/4 inch is, which if you've got this far in the quilt, you'll know where your 1/4 inch is.
Hope so.
Just check everything and measure as you go along. That's all I would say. Just to, double check with your little ruler if you've got one, to make sure your 1/4 inch is accurate. You can usually do a little bit of, easing if it's not, but we're aiming for that. But it is a handcraft, so don't get too wound up about it.
See,
chain piecing, yeah. So I'm just popping them one side to the other. Before we came on air today, I cleaned my machine.
I don't think you should admit this.
Well, I thought
Not on air.
Was it that bad?
It was awful.
Was it?
Yeah, there was so much fluff in there, and I do clean it quite often, but it wasn't quite right, so I thought I'll just have a look. Well, good job I didn't do it on air.
You do a lot of sewing though, Pat.
Yeah.
We shall excuse
But people do
you.
need to, think about defluffing, really, occasionally. So, as you can see, here, now which way am I going? Here you can't really see. There's my line, there's my stitching, and it's half an inch. If I do it that side, you'll see better, look. My stitching is half an inch apart. That's 1/4 inch either side of my drawn line. So at that stage, you could just drop your rule on and just make sure before you go any further.
Okay.
Then what you're going to do, you're going to cut it on the line, which it shows you in your picture.
Okay.
At the top, can't go wrong. We're going to do this on the bear's paw as well later.
Oh, that sounds painful.
So,
I had an email in actually from Sheila.
Oh, excellent.
Sheila is saying, she's nearly finished the Harmony quilt.
Excellent.
The Stars of Harmony.
Right, excellent.
Yeah.
And she's just ordered the Harmony fabric from the 5-inch strips
Okay.
to make matching pillowcases.
Lovely.
Now this is what we were saying in Good Morning. Yes, because you've used the fabrics that we've seen before in different colours. We've got used today as well. But cushions and your pillowcases, other items, so you can get everything to match as well.
Because they've made the quilt, they've already got the instructions to make the blocks.
Of
So
course.
they could
Various
use one of those blocks
Yeah.
in the cushion to go with the quilt.
Oh, wonderful.
In the
So
same
do
fabrics.
have a look on the website, of course, because you've got different options. So the Harmony option itself, we'll show you that there. There we go. That's that one there. We did show that one, didn't we? We went through those ones. That was the first one we looked at in detail, of course. Hannah we looked at as well, new today. But we have got other options there, geometric for you as well. Oh, I like that one. Then we've got Down on the Veggie Patch. That's pretty. I think that's my favourite actually now. Always Dream. Oh no, maybe it's that one. And then Country. Oh, you just need them all, don't you really? How do you choose from these?
Well, I've got them also. I don't choose.
I know.
Like I like the versatility of the 5-inch strips.
Yeah.
Because you can do so much with them. You could cut them up for hexagons. You could make them into blocks. You could applique with them. Anything. And one of the packs will make. Can you show them that now?
Go on,
as we were talking
about it, yeah.
This is basic harmony.
Okay. So this is one pack.
This is one pack. So you get a little bit left.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You see, again, that's a lovely size. There's like a little lap quilt,
and I've got a bit
it?
left here. Look, that was what I had left from one pack, and it's because there's no waste at all.
Just checking it's not putting faces at us all behind there.
Would I?
There's no wastage at all because you've got the strip and you just chunking away at it at 7-inch, 6-inch, 5-inch, assorting your lengths. Tells you in the pattern, you get a pattern with it.
Wonderful.
So that's half the size of the one that you picked up earlier.
Yeah.
So 2 packs makes the bigger one.
It's a great size, isn't it?
Lovely pastels as well, aren't they?
Beautiful. Now, Sheila, I'd love Sheila to send in her pictures when she's finished of everything, of course, as well. Now, the most popular one is the country, which is the quilt that we did show you earlier on. That was the one using the 2 set.
Nice
that
warm sort
really
of
big
autumn
size.
colours, yeah.
Really autumnal, beautiful
look at this
colours
one?
in
Yeah,
there.
I might have to stand
Absolutely
up.
gorgeous. Almost half of the stock has gone. I like this one as
gonna
well.
have to
This
stand
is, what's this called?
Always dream.
Always Dream.
Oh, look.
This is
It might
Always
disappear
Dream.
again.
Yeah. Which we've done a quilt in, Always Dream.
You've
This
done
is
cushions in this as well,
and
haven't you?
cushions,
Because
yeah.
I've got them.
And I've got this to this
Are they made,
stage.
Catherine? Are they made?
Yes.
I've got
can't
this
see
to
your
this
face.
stage, and as you can see at the bottom, I've got a ziggy-zaggy edge, and I'm going to show people probably at 11 o'clock how we level that off.
Okay.
Okay, that's why I've
Wonderful.
left that to that stage.
Lovely. So make sure you tune in
Yeah.
at 11 o'clock as well. Oh, honestly, I don't know how you're going to choose if you just want to go for one option.
Then we might as well, while we're on it, talk about the 3-colour rectangle quilt.
Okay, we've been busy on this actually.
Because that gives you the flexibility of making it into, rather than looking just rectangles, by putting a border on to show people how it can look even different still. So, you could have any of the 5-inch strip packs that would make that, but you'd need 3.
Okay.
Or the whole kits, but the kit comes pre-cut, they're not strips.
I see. I see. Now we're just catching a glimpse of the 3 rectangle quilt there.
I
Just
like
going
the
to
3
bring this
colours.
in. There you go. Do you know, you could as well, if you wanted to, I suppose, you could get 3 individual table runners out of that.
Yeah,
if
you
you wanted
could.
to
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
with it in a different way.
Yeah. And there's plenty in the kit. So if you wanted to do a slightly different size, you could. Or make some cushions to go with them. Like these were my leftovers from that. So that's all the black, that's the red, and that's the blue. So you can see there's a fair amount of fabric
There
left.
is, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a flexi-buy option on that for you as well for the rectangular kit there. 2 payments of £37, item number 793160.
And I did the 3 colours. Then Mark said, "What if somebody just wants the red one?" And I went, "What do you mean?" He said, "What if somebody just wants it all one colour?" And we said, "Well, that's quite a good idea, Mark."
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a good idea.
Or the black one.
Yes.
So
Or the black-
details at the bottom
Yeah.
screen for those. Red, blue or black. You have got the choice there. I think it's lovely to have 3 altogether.
So
then.
do I. I like the
Goes
different.
multicolour, multi-decor.
Yeah, I like the different. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Okay, so back to our pinwheel, shall
Yes,
we?
oh, yeah.
Shall we?
Did
So,
digress, didn't we?
yeah. I've made up my triangles, cut them in half and pressed them. I've pressed them towards the dark fabric. Place them out as per here. Look, you can't go wrong at all, can you? I forget when I do these patterns, like, oh yeah, that's...
They are very, I've got to say, they're very precise, very clear.
I try my best. Sometimes, that doesn't work, but sometimes it does. I usually proofread it and I think, oh,
No, that doesn't sound right.
no. So we're going to join them into pairs now. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm going to put that onto there.
Yep.
And I'm going to join this seam in the middle. As you do that, lock these seams together. You can see they will lock together there, and you can feel them lock together. And we're going to stitch our 1/4 inch seam. Now you can, if you want to, trim your ears. So I'm going to show you 2, so you'll see the difference to see which you'd prefer. What it actually means is I haven't trimmed my ears, they're sticking out here, look.
Try to keep a straight
I
face.
don't think it's that funny. Take no notice of these 2. You know what what I mean, don't you, ladies? Right.
And gents.
And gents, yes.
Yeah, some gentlemen making the
We've got
quilts.
lots of gents,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's that with its ears left on. If I took them off, so I'm going to trim them off now. So that's, where am I? I'm there. I'm just trimming. Okay, put it back the way it came. Pick this one up, trim them off. Like so.
Lovely.
Put it back down.
Okay.
Like that. And then you can see you've got a lot less bulk when you're working with the pieces. So if you've got the time, I've never got the time, so I have to whiz through them, but it does help. And there of no, people think, can I cut this off? Is it going to fall apart if I do? But you can cut your ears off. So there, same again. Put them together. Put them together and lock your seams together and stitch your 1/4 inch seam.
Oh dear. I've got a new name. I've got a new name for Pat.
Okay.
She's the Van Gogh of sewing.
Oh, I can take that.
Yeah, yeah.
Never been the Van Gogh of anything.
Every time you make something now and you see those little ears sticking out,
I'm going to think of that, yes.
So now you're going to press your seams. I've got one coming towards me and one away from me. I would press them with the iron. Put them together, and then again lock your seams together in the middle like so. Now if you want to pop a pin in, that's fine, it's up to you.
Okay.
I'm a risk taker, I'm not going to put pins in. Straight, it won't match now I've said that. And what I usually do, I'll get to there and then I look to see my points here. This bit here, that's my 1 point, and then this bit here, and I put them together just literally by eye there, like so.
Okay, lovely. It's a nice easy block, this one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Look at that, not bad.
Look.
Look at that.
See, we don't call you Van Gogh for nothing.
And you just make another 3 of those and you join them together and you get what you've got there right in front of you.
Which I shall hold up for you as well. So there's the finished block, of course. Let's have a little look at this.
And this is a really
There we
versatile
go.
block because it can go in anything. They can be separate around a border, all sorts of things. I like a pinwheel.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Love this. Now, the new block set, block number 8, set number 8, we can tell you now that 60% of the stock has gone. Great price at $19.99, 025183. Of course, you can still find the previous sets on the website, but you can also go for the full quilt. It is extremely limited stock now, that's what I can tell you as well. Now, this is a great buy because, well, you're getting a 70 by 70 inch quilt. That's the complete size of it. You can see the sample at the back of me here. You're getting the pre-cut quilt top and the binding as well. And we're offering it on 3 flexi-buy payments. So 3 payments is £73.33. This really is one of those projects that you're going to absolutely love doing because of all the different detail, the different blocks in there. And it's a family heirloom. That's what I like about it. 385884 is the item number. Now, something else to mention to you as well, of course, we're not that far away from going to the NEC, so let's have a little look at the tickets and the details for that, because we're only about 3 weeks away. So the Creative Craft Show is at the NEC Birmingham, I can't say it. And of course, you are saving £4 on the price there. Let's give you more information. We've got a video to show you, but the details on the screen and, of course, on the website.
Hochanda will be attending the Creative Craft Show at the NEC in Birmingham from Thursday the 19th of March until Sunday the 22nd of March. Take part in our famous Hochanda Tombola to win prizes galore. Or why not join one of our numerous make and take sessions being run by our crafty guest experts. You'll be so inspired by their wealth of knowledge and expertise. You'll find us on stand F08 in Hall 11, so come along and say hello to the team. We would all love to meet you. Order your tickets online today at hochanda.com and we'll see you there.
Yes, see you in Birmingham. There you go. Right, I'm going to be there one of those days as well. In fact, we're all going to be there, I think, at some point. Now, a bit of a recap for you down the counter, because we started right here with the Bear's Paw table runner, being a popular item as well, I can tell you. So 52 inches by 20 inches is the finished size. It is a full kit, pre-cut for you. So by that, you're getting all the fabrics that you need. You're getting the squares, of course, everything to make those blocks. You're getting the lining, you're getting the wadding in there as well. You just need to to provide, of course, your sewing machine and your thread, and as Mark said, your time. Now, very busy on this one. Almost a quarter of the stock gone. There is another show coming up later on as well. It is a new today, as you can see there, and a flexi buy option on this one. 2 payments of £20. Item number 715252. You can see the sample, the finished sample on the wall here as well. Gorgeous. I love the colours in this one. I really, really do. We're going to see that in the next demonstration, I believe, as well. So watch out for that. Now, moving on down. Oh, lovely project, this one. If you're looking for something quite simple, maybe as a starter as well, this might be a nice option to go for. Do you know, a very useful item. It's a scrappy little mat. It's 12 inches by 12 inches. Again, it's a kit, so everything pre-cut for you. I love the hand stitching in this one as well. I think that adds so much interest. Once again, the colours work beautifully. The green, and kind of those dusky pinks and reds in there as well. £10.99 is the price for this one, and almost 20% of the stock has gone. 357685 is the item number. A great gift again, this one, or something that you want to buy for yourself if you just want something simple to start with, or something, you know, it's a reasonable price, isn't it? A very cheap price, in fact, I should say, because £10.99, very, very affordable for everyone. Moving down, something else that's been popular are the strips. Now, I can tell you one of the most popular items on the show, so I think we'll have a flick through some more options here as well, because I need to decide which is my favourite as well. Now, the first one, down on the veggie patch, this caught my eye as we saw it on the website actually. Quarter of the stock has gone. Love the colours in this one. You've got sage greens, you've got pinks, you've got very soft muted colours here, natural colours in there, very delicate, but you've got gorgeous designs. We've got the little bunnies in there, we've got the mushrooms or the toadstools in here as well. These are adorable, aren't they? So there we are, that's the first option. Then, of course, we're moving on to Always Dream. We had a little look at this earlier, put together in a quilt set. Lovely colours once again. A quarter of this set has gone as well. Oh, I really like this one. Do I like the first one? Do I like this one? Do you know what? I have got cushions in this. I might have to go for this one. Love these. Look at these lovely, lovely designs, all cut out in those 5-inch strips again, so it does open up those options for you. Then we have the country, which I'm going to give you a reminder of the quilt that we've got as well. 3/4 of the stock gone on this one. This is the most popular one so far. Very autumnal, very rich in colour. You've got the reds, the golds in there. You've got blues. It's almost a petrol blue in there. You've got greens in here as well. Oh, these are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Look at those, gorgeous, no wonder that's so popular. Then moving along, we've got one of our news today, so the Basic Harmony. So this is a little bit softer in colour again, a little bit more muted. You've got delicate colours in here, blues, yellows, reds, greens, a little bit of lilac in there as well. Almost 40% of the stock has gone on this option. I think that was the one that Sheila emailed in about. She's got the quilt. She's going to make pillowcases to go with the quilt that she's already made. Then the next one, another new one, Hannah. This is a gorgeous one as well. 2/3 of the stock gone on this one, so very busy. And we've seen Pat, I think, was using some of the same fabrics, wasn't she? Because this is also using the quilt kit. We've seen in that block there, in block 8. Lovely. And then finally, we've got the geometric. So if you want something a little bit more funky, maybe, you've got lots of greens in here. You've got mustard in there. You've got some black in here as well. So the colours really pop. Oh, I can imagine a nice black lining on the back of this one. Maybe some binding on the edge if you're making a quilt out of it. I'm just going to show you the quilt that we've got in the country. Now, I may not be quite big enough to hold this up, but just a reminder that if you go for two sets, oh, Kirsty's going to come and give me a hand. Thank you, Kirsty. If you get 2 sets of the strips, you can make this quilt this size here, and you get the pattern to do this as well. So obviously with 1 set, you can go for a smaller quilt. You can make other things as well, but going for 2, this is what you can create. So £36.98 would be the price, of course, to get the 2 sets to create this. Add your lining. You're getting the instructions to do that as well. Really beautiful. I think well worth popping into your basket, 2 sets, if you can afford to do that. 633301 is the item number. Now, moving down, we're coming up next to the 3-colour rectangle quilt kit. And we are going to give you the other option as well if you want to go for individual colours. But I love the idea of this because you have got all those 3 colours all together there. So it's a full kit again, pre-cut. Look at this. Enormous in size as well. 59 inches by 64 inches is the finished size. If you wanted to break that down and use this and, you know, turn it into table runners, cushions, you can do as well, but doesn't it look magnificent as a quilt? It really does. 793160 and flexi-buy on that one as well. 2 payments of £37. Now, if you want to go all red, if you want to go all blue or you want to go all black with that, you can do as well. Details at the bottom of the screen there, 562668. You've got those options. You have got flexi-buy on that one as well. It's the same, 2 payments of £37. Then, of course, something else that's been extremely popular. Set number 8 of the blocks for that wonderful quilt kit. Now, we saw this in the first demonstration from Pat. Just £19.99 is going to get you this one. So you've got the 3 blocks. You've got the instructions for those 3 blocks as well, of course. We've got the pinwheel. We've got the hexagon there to make that beautiful heart, and then we've got oh, I forgot the official name of that one, but it's the same as the scrappy mat detail. I'll check with Pat when we go back. 1999 025183 for set number 8. If you want 1 to 7, oops, they are available on the website, but of course also we've got the full quilt set as well. Hopefully, it's very limited stock now. I can't get that to stay. Let's have a little look on the website because we'll see everything there. Look at these 5-star reviews. We've got lovely 5-star reviews on so many items here as well. Now, you need to be very quick for that full quilt set. Very limited stock now. Beautiful designs. I don't think it matters what you go for from Totally Patched. Everything is just stunning. Such an eye for the fabrics and the colours as well. Everything on the show today, plus lots more besides. And we've got threads available as well, which we can show you. We've got patterns galore. We've got mugs as well. Don't forget your mug. Get those for gifts. Treat yourself and get them for gifts as well. They're beautiful. There we are. Now, the detail for the mug, I'm just going to show you that again here because it does come gift box for you as well. Been busy for this one again today. I'm not surprised. Got them back for you. Now, the colours may vary slightly in the patchwork, but you're going to kind of get all the colours in there. Just some of the wording is mixed up differently. But what I like is when we turn this around, look at that. You've got that lovely smiley flower there with the bees on there as well. I just want to know why every time I do a show with Pat and Mark, I've got one of these sat in front of me with no tea in it. That's all I need to know.
Not our department.
Not our department, no.
One day.
Just on the big kit.
Okay.
You get the plastic box and the cardboard box. We couldn't get everything in the plastic box. And it all comes packaged in individual boxes.
Yeah.
Individual packets all cut.
Lovely. So you don't have to get everything out all at once, do it a block at a time.
Yeah, packets, just get one out at a time.
Yeah, wonderful.
Okay, so we're going to look at the Bear's Paw table runner.
I really do like this.
So do I. I really like it.
Got a feeling it could be quite prominent in our house.
I love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's a little bit different, the block is, because it's not like 4 patches or 9 patches. We've got blocks and then sections that make up the block in total. But it's just exactly the same. In fact, we're starting exactly the same as our last one. I've got a kit here. Do you want to hold that, Mark?
Oh, go on.
When you open your kit, you'll get your pattern, obviously, and then there's 2 different sizes of squares. Now, what you've got to do is make sure you use the correct size squares. Right. So we're going to make half square triangles like we've just done, but you do it with the largest squares. Otherwise, well, you won't have enough of the small ones. The small ones go in the middle and under the corners, so that's what we're going to do. All fully illustrated. There's a whole page of writing there. I must have had a lot to say. And when I made this, when I started making this, I was at a class wandering around sewing my blocks. And so you can see from my picture here, I stitched it by hand. And they look quite soft and gorgeous. So what you do, if you want to, I thought we've done exactly this here. We're making fast-pieced half square triangles, which is exactly what we did for the pinwheels. So you draw your line down the centre and you stitch either side of that line, like so, there. Now, if you want to do it by hand, you've got to know where to stitch. So what you do is you draw your line down the middle like that, and then you add on your 1/4 of an inch either side. See that?
Okay.
So that you know where you're going to actually sew and cut. That's the thing. So we're going to stitch on the line we've drawn, and to do that, because a lot of people don't want to get involved with a sewing machine, and you know.
That is very true.
Yeah. So I thought I'd just show you. It's simple, really simple. So I've got a little knot in my thread, and I'm going to do a small running stitch. If you want to start with a back stitch, you can, if you prefer that. I usually start with a knot, and then I just do a small running stitch.
Okay.
Can we see that?
We can see it, yes.
Yeah, like so. So then you go all the way across that line, all the way across this line, cut apart exactly the same as all the pictures, and then you will have something pretty cute like this.
Lovely. Oh,
Lovely.
they are cute, aren't they?
They are cute, yeah. So once you've done that, it tells you what to do. Follow this exactly. You've got the process I've just done there. We've drawn our lines and I've stitched. And the reason I've explained the hand stitching is because you can see I've got 3 lines on it here, and that's because I photograph as I go along, you see, so that's why it looks hand stitched. And that's where we've got our cute little half square triangle.
Okay.
Then you make up, how many of these? Total of 64, right? 16 for each block.
I see.
So once you've got those, you use them like this, and you're going to put them together so that they're joined exactly as it looks in the picture. So like that, okay?
Okay,
Can you see
lovely.
that? But on the other side, they're going to look like that. So
Okay.
they're opposites.
Yeah.
Just follow the pictures.
Yeah, just follow the pictures. Don't think about it too much, just follow the pictures. Tells you to make 16 of each. Okay, here we go again. Show me the picture so I do it.
This is what I love about quilting, because you look at the blocks, Pat, and you think, oh, that looks so complicated.
Yes.
But when you see it and you break it
Break
down
it down,
so easily,
yeah.
so, to make it look so easy, and it is easy
Yeah.
for people to do a block like this.
Yeah, it is, as you say, you look at it and you think, I could never do that.
Yeah.
But it's just the same. You start with squares usually, triangles, and you do it a stage by stage. So if you follow the stages, then you can't go wrong.
And having it cut.
Yes.
Yeah, and
You can
having
then
it
start
cut.
putting the
Yeah, of
pieces.
course.
Exactly, lay it out so it looks like the block,
Yeah.
and then you know you've got all the pieces in the right place.
So
Definitely.
I've made 2 of these. This is 4/4 to the bear's paw. So then
Okay.
what you do with the pieces that you've made here on the last one that I just shown you, you take some of them. So this one, I'm at the top of the page now, and that's my large square, and I want to pick up the piece that looks like this. So I'm going to pick this one up and see, does this look like it? Yes, it does. I've got my lights on the outside and my dark there. So then you pop those together and you stitch them together.
Okay.
1/4 inch seam.
wonderful.
So I'll do that.
Do you know, I've been sat here thinking.
I don't know.
No, I don't. Thinking, why am I drawn to certain fabrics? Because I love everything that you do, but there's certain ones that I'm
Yeah.
really, really drawn to.
Yeah.
And the most obvious thing is it is just the colour, but it's not, you know. I've realised what it is.
What?
My favourite childhood programme,
Oh.
Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And that's
you
I
always
think
had
why I
quilts.
love the prairie points.
Yeah.
Yes. Probably is, isn't it? Yeah.
But I'm just looking at this and I'm
Yeah.
looking at the fabrics here, and I'm imagining Laura Ingalls Wilder's dress.
Yes, that's
And
right.
the colours, and little Carrie,
Yeah.
as she runs down the hill, she's wearing a dress in that sort of
Yeah.
colour.
You see? That's
So
why.
nostalgic.
You are always drawn to colour first.
Yeah.
And then it's what you do with it. Like on the runner, you'll see I've used smaller prints in the centre,
Yeah.
and then a bigger print, a feature print on the outside.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting at home thinking, well, you know, how does she do this? You know, it's not super, you know, super knowledge.
You are.
It's just
Yes,
think
you
about
are.
it. You wouldn't put a big print on a little piece.
No.
So if you put the big print with the house on here, you're going to chop half the house off, aren't you? So
We've
when
less
you're
change
doing
in print.
anything,
Yeah.
just look at it the way you want to see it, really. And obviously it comes with experience, but you know, we all got to start somewhere.
We certainly do.
So right, the next one, I'm
We're
here.
busy on this kit, by the way. We've lost a lot of the stock on this one. Half the stock is gone. You have got another hour at 11 o'clock, haven't you?
Yeah.
But yes, very, very busy on this one. Details still on the screen there for you right now.
So what you do then is you take one of these pairs that we made earlier, and we put a cream piece on the side, exactly like the picture. Make it look like the picture. Don't put, I've got to find the wrong one. I can't find one. No, I can't find one. I haven't got the wrong one. So like that. And then what you do, looking at the picture again, positioning it exactly as it looks on my picture, which I can't do, like so. So that's this part of it that we made at the top of the page. So then we're going to put this one that we've just made on, and we're going to join it to that. And if you're looking at it and still can't get it, you need the dark to be next to the dark. So you wouldn't put it on this way because your light's next to your dark.
Yeah,
and
I can see that.
once you've done 1/4 of this, you'll have one, and you've got my pictures to follow.
So you're away with it then.
Yeah.
Question someone might be thinking, is it important to put the top or the side or the bottom or the side on first?
Just do as I've said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, but that bit or that bit, I mean.
Always do as Pat says, Mark.
Yeah, you've got to do
It's one of
it.
those questions that someone might be thinking.
You've got to do it in this order,
Yeah, okay.
otherwise your corner will be in the wrong place.
Right.
Yeah, and we've got a bear's paw
love you
table
too.
runner that's like really old, 20 years old, I would say, and one of these little things is the wrong way round on it. And I didn't notice for years and years. Just one of these is turned the wrong way round,
Is it?
and I didn't notice, and then I couldn't believe I hadn't noticed when I did it, and then I hadn't noticed for years. So you know, it's a handcraft.
How do you feel about that now you spotted it though? Does it really annoy you, or do you just think, do you know what, just
No.
shows we all make mistakes and you accept it?
Yeah, it doesn't annoy me because it's a handcraft.
Yeah.
And like, you know, why not? It's fine. You can just, and I hadn't noticed it anyway, so if I'd have noticed it at the time, I'd have changed it. But it wasn't even like a week later. It was absolutely years later. Right. So now I've got a third one done. Okay.
Do you know, that comes together so quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can see the pattern forming straight
So
away.
I'll pretend I've done that one, and I'll just show you how they go together now. So we
Okay.
take this section here,
Yeah.
and we put it onto there, and we're going to put it right sides together, 1/4 inch seam. I'm thinking of doing a quilt in this pattern, this bear's
Oh, it'll
paw.
look amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know, we've had another email in actually
Oh,
from
good.
Angela this
Oh,
time.
okay.
Angela's sat with a totally patched mug in her pyjamas,
Oh, lovely.
having a coffee. I'm so pleased somebody does actually use it to drink from.
Yeah.
Watching the show as well. They are fabulous, aren't they? Angela, lovely to hear from you. I hope you're enjoying the show. Of course, everybody can get one of the mugs. Well, not everybody, because we've got certain limited stock. We haven't got endless stock, but if you want to go for it, you can get it now. £16.49. A great gift. Of course, if you want to use it for your tea or coffee, you can do. If you want to put a pin cushion in there, you can. If you want to put your, I don't know, fabric pens in there, just have it on show proudly on the shelf. I think these are wonderful. I really do. And great gifts because they do come in those lovely boxes.
And wide enough to dunk.
Oh, yes, we saw that with Ross,
Yes.
didn't we?
Yes. Yeah.
They're very important.
Yes.
You'll see here that you make these sections next, and I've gone this way. So it's like I've gone the wrong way round on the
yeah,
picture,
see,
but it
do as I
doesn't matter.
We've got about 3.5 minutes left for demo time.
Okay, right.
Pat,
For me
is
to
that's
survive.
all right?
We've stitched one to the other. Now going to stitch this one onto here as well. I didn't hear what Mark said then.
Oh, can I repeat it?
I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, go on.
3.5 minutes left for demonstration time, Pat, and Mark turned to me and whispered, well, more or less whispered, and 3.5 minutes for me to survive.
Why don't you like sitting next to Catherine?
Ooh. Anyway, back to sewing.
Survive? He loves coming with us. Right, I'm now going to do this top bit, join these two together. So Same again, we're just doing little pieces, rectangles to square. You've got to come back at 11.
I know, yeah. Look at an empty chair.
No, you've got to behave. We've got Alex.
Oh,
then.
Alex, yes.
Got to behave.
Yes.
Putting that onto there. I think I won't ring him at 11. Oh, we'll have viewers now because everybody loves Mark.
Complaints to Hochanda.com.
Yeah.
Studio@hochanda.com.
Bring back Mark.
Yeah.
Now that I'm just going to announce while Pat's just
Oh,
pressing those little
announce.
bits and pieces, the full quilt kit, the one that's behind us, has sold out. Sold out.
Wow.
Okay.
Well done. You're going to absolutely adore that.
We will have some more probably, next month. It's just that's
Just
was
this
all
month.
we've
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you can go for the Home Set 8. No Place Like Home Set 8. That's the new block set. Block set 1 right through to 7 is still available as well on the internet, so on the website there. So if you want to go for them individually, you can be collecting those along the way. But of course, the full set we have sold out of the stock for this month. I presume then what you have to do is you can't put any more until you've cut all the
Exactly.
pieces.
Yes. Yeah. So we got, we've got fabric, but it does take a long while to cut.
Yeah.
So we just haven't got the manpower.
Hours in a day.
No, so we just, they will probably
There
be
will be
back
more.
next
There
month.
will be
Yeah.
more.
Wonderful.
So I've stitched the two. This is rows, and then I'm going to stitch that to that. And you see, that's how that comes together and forms the centre of the board.
And it does look absolutely stunning, it really does.
Yeah.
Now, over half the stock has gone of this particular item as well. It is beautiful, it really is. And I think anybody watching who's been thinking, do you know, I really want to have a go at this, but I don't know where to start. It is a project that you could start with this one.
Yeah, because it's an impressive project to start as your first quilt or whatever, runner. But it's a simple process, all the same.
Yeah,
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out again the detail on the body. I love this. So you've got that little bit of interest there, that little fold there as well.
And it adds just interest, but not volume. So it just sits there, and it goes across, don't you? Like it crosses the top, doesn't it? Rather than it coming up.
I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely adore it. Well, we're almost at the end of the show. We've just got seconds left. Do check those baskets out, of course. Do continue buying as well. There will be sales in between the shows, but come back and join Pat and Mark at 11. If Mark has survived that long, of course. I'll protect you, Mark. Thank you. As long as you make me a cup of tea in that mug.
Done.
We'll see you a little bit later. Stay with us. There's more to come beforehand. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.